PlayStation mother. What's up, guys? Rascal 15. Oh my god, I'm so excited, man. You know what today is? Today is the launch date of the PS1 Classic. Oh my god. Dude, I don't know about you guys. I pre-ordered like 3 of them. I got one for me, my friends and I. We're going to play them together, okay? We're going to be practicing on a lot of the games together. I've been telling my friends we're going to have a Tekken 3 tournament on that thing and a Ridge Racer Type 4 tournament. And, you take it home, you unbox it, and you realize it's a piece of shit! And Sony should be ashamed of themselves! The thing sucks! The thing sucks! I cannot believe a lot of y'all were excited for this thing. As soon as I heard the announcement for this piece of work, guys, for those who don't know, I am a big Sony fan. As you can see, I love PlayStation, alright? This isn't going to be... You guys thought I was going to actually praise the PS1 Classic? No, son. Anybody who's been watching and following the PS1 Classic knows this thing was going to be a disaster. And I'm here to tell you why you should not buy the PS1 Classic and why it sucks and why it's a horrible system. God. Alright, guys. I took some notes here. Alright, guys. So, what is the PS1 Classic? Well, for those who don't know, the PS1 Classic is a little mini PS1. Very similar to something I own here. I actually own the little Super Nintendo Mini Classic here. The little mini. Look at that thing. It's just the size of my head. Now, guys, I'm going to say for the record, I actually recommend this little device. Nintendo did it better, and I'll get to my reasons why. And no, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy, okay? I actually don't like what Nintendo's been doing with their online service. You already know I did a Nintendo Switch online service rant. You already seen that video. No, guys, and I'm being serious. I'm pissed. This isn't funny, Rosie. This is mad as hell, Rosie. I cannot believe this thing. Alright, guys, I'm here for a rant, guys. Okay, I took some notes, okay? So, how much does the PS1 Classic cost? Let's see, we're going to go buy one. You can actually buy it right now. It's available today. As of today, December 3, 2018, as I'm recording this, you can go out and buy one right now at your local store. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, GameStop, whatever the hell. Amazon, eBay, whatever. I'm telling you right now not to buy this thing. Even if you are curious, and I understand if you guys are like, but I like playing old school games. I'm not here to shit on PS1 games. Guys, I love PS1 games. I'll show you a couple of... I have a stack over here of PS1 games, and I'll get to that in a bit. First things first, how much does this thing cost? It's $99.99 US dollars. $100 US American dollars. Already, that's expensive. And let me tell you why that's expensive. Because you can buy a PS3 for maybe like, I'm going to say like $150, maybe $130. They're not expensive anymore. If we're talking like the old school PS3s, you can buy those for like maybe under, like at around $100, $130. And the fact is you can play any kind of PS1 game on there. And you can play PS3 games. And especially if the older models, you can play PS2 games. There are other options, guys. Get a Vita, PSP, you can take them on the go. You can play PS1 games, and they're only $6 each by downloading them on the PS Store. Some of them are $10, but for the most part, most PS1 games are $6 on the PlayStation Network service. Unfortunately, you cannot play PS1 games on PS4, so I'll give it that, and I think that's why Sony released it now, because a lot of people own PS4s, and people are like, oh shit, I can't play PS1 games on my PS4. Guess I better go dust off my old PS1/PS2/PS3. But let me tell you guys, do not buy this device. It sucks. Alright, first things first, I have a list of things that I want to rant about. First of all, what are the games you get? You get 20 games. And I'm going to list every single game on here. And I want to give you my personal opinion. I'm going to go in alphabetical order. Battle Arena Toshinden. Who the hell likes Battle Arena Toshinden? Who thought... That is a forgotten anime fighting game. It's a weapons fighting game, guys. Let me tell you something. That hasn't aged well. They could have gone with something else. Here, let me get my stack of PS1 games here. I have a stack of PS1 games. Let me tell you something. You know what would have been a better choice instead of Battle Arena Toshinden, whatever you want to call it? There's not like there's a game called Soul Blade. Hello, Soul Blade, made by Namco. It's a sword. This is the game that came. This is actually the original Soul Calibur game, guys. This is actually the first one. It was on the PS1. Why not Soul Blade? This is a much better weapons fighting game. I almost forgot. There's a much better weapons realistic fighting game. It's called Bushido Blade. They should have put Bushido Blade, and there's no reason they shouldn't, because there is a Squaresoft game on here, or Square Enix as they're called now. Battle Arena, Bastardized Arena to shit it, whatever you want to call it. Bad choice. Cool Borders 2. A snowboarding game, really? Well, at least they put the sequel, so that's good. I mean, it's better than the first one, but really a snowboarding game? Destruction Derby. I actually got that game free with my PS3 during a PlayStation Network, a PlayStation Home event. I actually got this game free, so they're putting a free game on here. Destruction Derby. It's just a racing game where you destroy each other's cars, but it hasn't aged well, guys. It's really Destruction Derby. Is that really something we're screaming for? Final Fantasy VII. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan, guys, but let me tell you something. I actually own Final Fantasy VII. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look, I actually own Final Fantasy VII. One of the best JRPGs on the PS1, and probably one of the most famous. It's getting a remake, which is going through hell right now, so hopefully that'll come out soon. But right now, good choice. I mean, say what you want about this game, you know, Sunya Metalhead, but there's no denying, for a PS1 game, that's a good one. But unfortunately, they didn't put any other Final Fantasy games. Where the hell's Final Fantasy Tactics? Or why didn't they put the other Final Fantasies? I'm pretty sure, you know, some people say Final Fantasy VIII's not that great. It's okay, but, you know, Final Fantasy IX is a fan favorite. Where the hell's Final Fantasy IX? They should have put all the Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy 7's 8 and 9 should have been on there. Don't give me that bullcrap. Well, we can only put one. Bullshit. You guys. I would have wanted Final Fantasy 9 instead of Destruction Derby or Battle Arena Toshinden. What the hell were you guys thinking with that? Next choice, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto on the PS1. Let me tell you something. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are addicted to Grand Theft Auto 5. Going back to Grand Theft Auto 1 on PS1, it's not fun. It hasn't aged well. No. Grand Theft Auto is a bad choice, and especially the PS1 version. The PC version was better than this shit. Intelligent Cube, weird puzzle game. Interesting choice, but all right, it's fine. It gets a pass, fine. Jumping Flash, 3D platformer. Does anybody remember Jumping Flash? No, exactly. Metal Gear Solid. I don't own this game physically, but that's an amazing game. That's arguably one of the best PS1 games. That's a phenomenal game. I'm not going to talk too much about that game. You guys already should know about Metal Gear Solid and how popular it is. I actually did a parody of it on my channel. Mr. Driller. Fun puzzle game. Again, good choice. Oddworld Apes Odyssey. I never played it, but I hear it's good. But a weird choice. But alright, fine. Rayman. The original Rayman, guys. I know a lot of people love this game. I don't. I actually own the original Rayman, but I don't know where the hell it's at. It's somewhere in my room somewhere. The original Rayman, Rayman 2 is better, just saying. It was better as a 3D platformer. Resident Evil Director's Cut. That's a good choice. But let's be honest, Resident Evil 2 is much better than Resident Evil 1. Let's be honest, guys. There's a Resident Evil 2 remake coming out. Resident Evil 3 and 2 are better than 1. We can agree on that. But, you know, classic game, classic. Revelations Persona. Again, Persona, again, you guys know about Persona, but this was actually the original game. It was called Revelations Persona. Interesting choice. It's alright, I guess. Ridge Racer Type 4. Where the hell's Gran Turismo? Again, somebody was saying that it's because of copyright issues, but come on, Gran Turismo could have been on here. I don't care about the copyright bullshit. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Again, there's a lot of puzzle games on here. You already have Intelligent Cube and Mr. Driller. You know, and so far, there's only been one fighting game as I'm naming, and it's a shitty fighting game. Really, Super Puzzle Fighter? Where the hell is Street Fighter Alpha 3? Where the hell's this game? That should have been the choice. That should have been the obvious one. Where the hell's Street Fighter Alpha 3? I could play the shit out of Alpha 3 on the PS1. That had a lot of content, and that's a great fighting game. And I'm surprised it's not on there, even though they put a Capcom game on here. Super Puzzle Fighter 2. Great game, don't get me wrong. Great game, but really... Symphony Filter, it hasn't aged well. Tekken 3, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to get to a rant about that. Tekken 3, you guys already know. I'm not going to talk about Tekken 3. You already know my thoughts on it. One of the best fighting games of all time. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, garbage. Garbage game. Shouldn't even be on here. Twisted Metal, why not Twisted Metal 2? Twisted Metal 2 is better. Twisted Metal 1 hasn't aged well. Wild Arms. Sunil Metalhead's played it. He told me it's decent, so that one gets a pass. So we got 20 games. Be honest, guys. Did I just name a lot of games in that collection that sound like it's going to blow your pants off? All these games, half of these are crap. Half of these are throwaway and crap. Speaking of that, The good ones, half of the good ones aren't even running properly. What I mean by that is that half of these games, which I'm going to name right now, Battle Arena Toshinden, Cold Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Grand Theft Auto, Jumping Flash, Oddworld Apes Odyssey, Resident Evil Director's Cut, and Tekken 3, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, they're the European versions. 9 of the 20 games are the European versions. Why is that a problem? Why is that? Who cares, Rosie? It's just the European version. Let me tell you why that's a problem. Because the European versions of PS1 games ran at 50 hertz, 50 frames a second. When you put it on a 60 frame TV, the games run slow and there's input lag and frame rate issues. And guess what? It's been confirmed. I've seen some videos of people playing those games and there's some issues, especially with Tekken 3. Tekken 3, guys, personal favorite fighting game of mine. It runs like ass. It's in slow motion. I can't believe that's the thing about this console, guys. Half of the games don't work and half of the good ones don't even run properly. Resident Evil Director's Cut and Tekken 3, which were 2 games I wanted to play on that, are the European versions, so they don't run properly. What the hell, Sony? What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you put 9 games on there that don't run properly? And they're the European versions. Another thing, the controllers, guys. They're the original PS1 controllers. I know I get it's nostalgia, but Jesus Christ, guys. Could you not have gone... I know this is a PS4 controller. Where the hell are my thumbsticks and vibration? No vibration and thumbsticks? Are you guys stupid? Do you not realize that it's not fun to play 3D games with just a D-pad? We need analog sticks and vibration. No vibration. Really, no vibration in 2018. I get it. It's an old school console. But there was the option to use those controllers back then. So don't give me that crap, Sony, that, well, it's because we want to be nostalgic. We went with the original controllers. You guys could have put the DualShock controller. No excuses. You guys got cheap, and it was lazy for you to do that. Another thing. The games, guys, like I said, half of them run like shit because they're the European versions. And then the game list, come on, dude. The only ones that I'm like, yes, are like Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Tekken 3, and maybe WoW. Like 5 games on here are like, damn, those are good. And the other 75% of the games on here actually are shit. Or, you know, maybe not all shit. Like Mr. Driller and Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Turbo and Ridge Racer 4, they're okay, but they're not games that you're going to scream your head off like, oh my god, I got to get a PS1 Classic for that. This is bad, dude. Like 60, let me say 60. 60% of the games are crap. There's issues with the game's console. It doesn't even come with a freaking power cord. What? So you gotta buy a freaking power cord for this thing. And you're paying $100 for this thing. Sony, really? You got that cheap to put a not even able to put a fucking power cord? What's wrong with you? No borders or filters. You can't add a border effect like the Super Nintendo or NES Classic. You can only make 1 save point instead of 4 save points like the NES or Super Nintendo Classic. Guys, $100 for this thing. 60% of the games are crap and they don't run properly. Half the games don't run properly. What's there to get? I don't see the selling point. Guys, please listen to me. This thing is horrible. It's a cash grab. It's terrible. The games list is god-awful. Most of them are god-awful. There are better, you know... man, it just bothers me that they put sequels. They put Tekken 3. And yet they didn't put sequels for like Twisted Metal or Destruction Derby, which are better. I just don't... I don't get you. I don't get you, Sony. What... Was Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six an obvious choice that somebody screamed, gotta have Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, or God, I gotta have Destruction Derby, or man, remember the original Grand Theft Auto? Where the hell's Crash Bandicoot? Where the hell's Spyro the Dragon? Where the hell's Silent Hill? Where the hell are the good games? The ones that define your console? There are not that many Sony exclusives on this damn thing. What the hell's wrong with you guys? No Gran Turismo, again, can't stress that enough. Your fighting game, Tekken 3 is the only decent fighting game, and it runs like ass. Congratulations. Guys, I am so mad. I'm trying to be calm, but I'm just annoyed. You ever been so mad, you're just like, you don't give a shit? And that's how I feel, guys. Like, Sony, don't buy it, guys. Please, listen to me. I'm being serious. Do not buy the PS1 Classic. Sony... This is an embarrassment. You guys really, really stoop low with this. The fact that half the games don't run properly. You didn't put a power plug. What the hell? No, actually, what the hell, Sony? I'm done, guys. Rant's over. It's not over. No, don't buy it. Stick to the Super Nintendo Classic, NES Classic. Get those. You already own those. Skip this one. Skip it. The hell with you, Sony. You guys suck. It's an embarrassment.